Hey guys, welcome back to Learn in DSA. So today's daily lead code problem is a very special one for me because it's my 300th day of consistency at lead code and my 400th problem. So today's problem number is 2311, longest binary subsequence less than or equals to k. So here we are given a binary string s and a positive integer k. We have to return the length of the longest subsequence of s that makes up a binary number less than or equals to k, right? So here some important points are provided, like the subsequence can contain leading zeros, the empty string is considered to be equal to 0, a subsequence is a string that can be derived from another string by deleting some or no characters without changing the order of the remaining characters. So what is a subsequence? We are selecting a smaller sequence from a string without changing the order of characters and by deleting some or no characters, right? So here what the problem says, you are given a binary string, something like s equals 1001010 and a number k, let's say k equals 5. Now you can remove any characters you want from the string, but you can't change their order. So what's your goal? Form the longest possible subsequence that when read as a binary number is less than or equals to k, right? So a real life example for this could be, imagine you are in a car race and imagine your binary string is a series of engine instructions where each one tells the engine to speed up and E0 tells it to stay cool. But here's the catch. Your engine has a maximum safe power limit and that's your K. You want to send as many signals as possible to keep the engine running without blowing it up by crossing K. Sounds cool? Let's see how we can code it. So let's discuss the approach of this. So here an example of this is provided where s equals, let's write it in node, where s equals 1001010, right? So how to solve this? Here we can use a greedy strategy where one of the most smart ideas could be always take every 0 because 0 doesn't increase the number's value. Take a 1 only if adding its value doesn't make the number go over k because we are already limited to less than equals to k, right? Start checking from right to left because the rightmost bits are the least significant. They are smaller value. Why? Because we always start from 2 to the power 0, then 2 to the power 1 if a 1 encounters in a binary string, then, right? So discussing this example could be s equals 1001010 and k equals 5. So according to our intuition of going from right to left, we can write it as 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, right? So here we are provided a 0. So what we can do? We can simply include this in our substring, right? Again, we are provided a 1. It's 1. So it's 2 to the power 0, right? It's 2 to the power 0, which is equals to 1. And 1 is lesser than 5, right? So we can include this, right? Again 0. Whenever we encounter a 0, we'll include it, right? Again, we are getting a 1. So it was 2 to the power 0. So now this is index 1 and this is index 2, right? So it will be 2 to the power 2, which is equals to 4. And 1 plus 4 equals 5, which is lesser than equals to 5, right? It follows the condition. 5 is equals to 5, so we can include this. Now moving on to the next one. So it's a 0 and adding one 0 will cause no harm to our substring, so we can include it, right? Again a 0, so we can include it, right? Again a 1. What is the index of this? It's 2, then it's 3, then it's 4, then it's 5. So it's 2 to the power 5, right? Which is equals to 32 and it will be 5 plus 32, which is 37. That is too big compared to our k value. So we'll not include this, right? Not include, right? So we include everything other than the first and the last two, because here we are starting from the bit 0. So here we are including this and we are not including this. So these 5 characters, so our output will be 5, right? Simple. So 5 is returned in the output, right? So let's move into the coding part of this question. So here we are provided an int long as subsequence where string s and string int k are already provided. So what we can do here is we can initiate a count variable, right? We can initiate a value variable and we can initiate a power variable. The count will be checking the number of counts. The value will be checking the value after adding the current digit as well as the power. Like whenever we are converting a binary string to a value, then this value is something which is the value of that substring, and power is the power of that digit in which we are currently, right? So it will be int count equals 0. We will initiate the count as 0 and we will be taking a long value which will be initiated at 0 and a long power as well, which will be initiated as 1. Why? Because 2 to the power 0 equals 1 and power starts from 1 only, right? So we will be iterating through each character in the string, right? But from right to left. So for that, what we can do, we can simply write a for loop where we will be iterating from the last character to the first character, right? So it will be I equals s dot length minus 1 and I is greater than equals 0 and minus I. We are iterating in the reverse direction, right? And we will be taking a if loop, like whenever we are encountering a 0, we are incrementing our count, right? We are incrementing our count. So if si equals 0, we are incrementing our count, right? And the other condition is if the value plus the power, like the value of whatever string we have iterated along with the addition of the power is lesser than the k provided, then only we will be incrementing our count, right? So it will be like else if value, so this was the value of the string, like here 1 was the value and 4 is the power. So we are adding the value and power and checking if it is lesser than k, lesser than or equals to k, then only we are incrementing our count, right? According to our logic. So here it will be if value plus power is less than equals k, then only we will be incrementing the previous value with the addition of the current power, right? It will be value equals value plus power. And our count will also be incremented, right? So what we do next is, whenever the power is lesser than k, like we need to increment the power in each iteration. Whenever we encounter a new string, we are incrementing the power, right? We are initiating the power with 1 and then we are incrementing it with whatever number of string it is. So for that, what we can do is, to increment that, we can make a loop, if loop, where if power is less than equals to the k, right? If power is less than equals to k, then we will be just multiplying it with 2, like initially if it was 1, right? And if it became 1 into 2, then for the power 2 to the power 1th position it will be 2, and for power 2 to the power 2th position it will be 2 into 2, and for 2 to the power 3th position it will be this 4 into 2, right? is equals to 8. So this is calculating our 2 to the power nth value here, right? So at the end, what we need to return? We need to return the count whatever we have calculated in our calculation, right? So it will be return count. So let's run this and see if it is working fine. So yeah, here we have missed a simple semicolon. Let's run this again. So yeah, accepted. Let's submit this to check if it is working fine. So yeah, it has worked with 100% runtime complex. Here we have completed a streak of 300 days, and if we analyze the complexity, then it's big O of n. Like, because we are iterating each character only once, so it is taking this for loop is taking a. So here the time complexity is big O of n because just one pass is needed from right to left in this for loop, right? So this for loop is taking a time complexity of big O of n. Big O of n, and the space complexity is big O of 1 because no extra data structure is required here, right? Here we can check this space complexity as well, big O of 1, right? So guys, thank you for watching. Hope you liked it. Then please do subscribe and please comment your doubts in the comment section. Keep learning, keep grinding. Thank you so much.